Today on the Survival and Weapons channel, we're going to be reviewing CRKT'S Folts Minimalist Bowie style blade. It's a great EDC fixed blade that could be carried either on the hip, on your keys, in the pocket, or around the neck. Alright, stay tuned. Okay guys, thank you for stopping by. As I stated, today we're going to be checking out and reviewing the CRKT'S Folts Minimalist, the Bowie blade. Now, I also have the Tanto, but it'll get its own review when it gets enough use on it, and I feel I'm comfortable with it and could do a pretty good review on it about my experiences with it and how I feel about its performance. Okay, let's open up. Pretty much you're going to get it like this. It's going to be in the box. You are, however, not going to get it like this. Now, I have some high visibility paracord, zombie green if you like to call it that, paracord on there, just so it could, it's more visible to people. Say, I don't know, if, say, I don't know, you get pulled over or something like that. You don't want the officer to be all edgy just out of nowhere if he sees it. If you're wearing a dark color shirt, you have this dark Zytel Kydex like sheath, and he barely sees it. You don't want him to freak out, be like, well, why didn't you tell me about that, or I just barely seen it. So this makes it a lot more noticeable to any official. And also because now that I got this, I want to be able to differentiate which one they are. Okay, so you're not going to get that. And this is also some other visibility paracord that has some reflective strips in there. In normal lighting like this, it doesn't work all that well, but in general, like if you're like, say, on the off chance like a car light or like flashlight hits it, it works kinda. So it's better than nothing. I'll still be visible if you have it at camp or something like that. This helps it. What you are going to get, however, for neck carry is going to be cordage that looks like paracord. It's got a similar outer wrapping, casing, whatever you want to call that. But on the inside, it's just like one of those cheap, that cheap nylon string rope cordage that you get in like some survival kits, or on those cheap knives that are like just a slab of metal. It's like that on the inside, and this is about, it's got a little bit of stretch to it. This is about probably like, I don't know, 20 to 30 inches of it. Don't take me up on that and quote me on it because I'm horrible on guesstimating. But you see all these rivet holes? You see all these rivet holes? You could use, you also get this, the belt clip to be able to attach multiple ways. So now you could have it for scout carry, left or right hand. You could carry it on the belt, handle up. If you can figure it out, you could have it hooked up for handle down, so tip up, tip down, left or right hand carry for scout. Also left or right hand carry, tip up, tip down. Your options are pretty much any way you want to have it. Then with the cordage, you can have a neck knife, and if you don't want that, you could just completely take this off and just have it in your pocket. Okay, let's just go over some specs. So the model number on the fixed blade that we were reviewing, the Bowie style blade, I love the way this looks. And then you also get that warranty information from CRKT. So model number on the Bowie is 2387. Price range for this knife is on average anywhere between $20 to $37. I purchased mine for $40 at a brick and mortar store. What's a brick and mortar store? It's just a store that you could actually walk into and purchase knives from. Basically, you support your local knife shop and help them stay in business rather than purchasing something from Amazon, who already got a lot of money and they could sell stuff off a web page, and they don't really have to pay any rent, so to say, to have that web page there. I mean, I know you have to pay something for a website. What is it? I mean, if you have like 100 pages or something like that, and it takes you $10 to have your website, that's what, 10 cents? So I mean, 10 cents versus like what, electricity bill, and paying employees. So if you could do that and you could spare the extra money, it's always recommended, nice to do that, to support your local knife shops. Blade specs, overall, we got an overall length of 5.125 inches or 130 millimeters. We have a blade length of 2.12 inches, which is 54 millimeters. We have a handle length of 3 inches. We have a blade thickness of 0.11 inches, so a little bit, tiny bit over a tenth of an inch. And that is 2.7 millimeters thick. Handle thickness is 0.43 inches. And as you can see, just from that, you can see that's a full tang knife, yes. Blade steel is 5CR15 MOV. Scale material is green micarta, although you're looking at it and I know you're probably thinking that it's black, because even in person it's still a very dark color. It still kind of looks black. I mean, compared to this Shimog, I mean, it look pretty much black compared to, especially on camera. But it is green. Take my word for it. And I'll show you maybe I might pick up on the scales of the Tanto, which I'll show. Edge type is plain. Blade style is clip point. Blade finish is a bead blast. Rockwell hardness is 55 to 57. HRC. We got a hollow grind, and the knife weighs 1.6 ounces or 45 grams. Just some little information on the sheath. It's a friction lock sheath. The material is Zytel. It looks just like one of those little Kydex holsters. Length of the sheath is 2.5 inches long. Width is 1.8 inches. Length in millimeters is 64 millimeters. Width in millimeters is 46 millimeters. And it weighs half an ounce or 14 grams. CRKT says that this is a good for skinning game and as an outdoor utility knife. Sort of agree. This is a nice, good all-around knife. You could take this, put this in your pocket, do whatever you needed to do with it. As long as this is big enough for the task. I mean, for most EDC cutting tasks and small cutting tasks, this is going to handle it. I mean, as you can see, I posted videos of this processing some wood that was first was wet wood right off the tree, debarking it, and then batoning it and processing that. And then also, I did like a week or so later, I did a video batoning some dry wood, some dry pine. So yeah, the handle scales, I believe they may have got dark with the hand oil after a while. I EDC'd this for like what? Probably like close to 6 months probably. You can take the scales off apparently with these torque screws. I never tried to do it because I like the way they are. The handle fits really, really nice in the hand. These finger grooves make sure you make it so that you got a very secure grip. If you pierce, your hand's not sliding up onto the blade due to these grooves, as well as the blade still also making a finger guard. Got some jimping right on the spine. Pretty effective. Works very nice and well. So I mean, no chance of, if you're making a piercing motion that your hand's going to slide up onto the blade and cut yourself. This is a clip point. It looks really nice, but although it's not going to be as strong as, say, the Tanto, because you can still snap this tip because there is less blade steel. Let's try to get a look. Yeah, see, you could see the green. Let me see if this flashlight will help us get a little bit better. You could sort of see a green there. Yeah, the light just sort of screwed that up. But yeah, green. It's like 2 in the morning. Sorry for the horrible lighting. And I know you've seen the 2 lanyards on there. Yes, they come like that. You could cut them off, or you could remove them if you take off the scales. First they start off pretty much a little bit stiff, like sticking straight out. Then after a while they get all flimsy. It's sort of like hanging down, as you see in this one. I mean, it's not paracord, it's still like that cheap cordage, and it aids in your grip because this is a smaller knife. It's a 3-finger knife, and that gives you your 4th finger some purchase. What else can I really say about it? I mean, it's a great knife. I mean, this gives you a taste of Alan Folts' custom version of the Minimalist. He makes those, and they have different handle materials, different handle colors, and different blade steels, and they're about like $130, I believe. So I mean, for the price, this gives you a taste of what it is, and I really like this knife. And if I had the money right now, I would buy a custom one. I mean, if you're into this knife, I mean, you like the way it looks, or you're thinking about getting it, get it. I mean, you're more likely not going to get you're not going to be disappointed with its performance. I wear small size gloves, so I have small hands, and my fingers fit very well in the finger grooves. Still a little bit more space. I mean, maybe medium to large size hands may fit in there. But overall, it's a very ergonomic and comfortable knife to use. I mean, it's really thought out. It's a really thought out and good performing design. Steel, you're gonna have to touch it up every now and then, more often than other sorts of steels. But that comes with the territory of the 5CR15 MOV blade steel. Again, if I didn't say it already, this is a Chinese knife, if you also didn't get that from the 5CR. Yeah, I mean, nothing real much to say except, as you could already tell, there's different blade styles you can get in the Minimalist. There is a Tanto, and there also is a Wharncliffe style that I do not have. Now, if you don't like this small blade, then they have one, I believe it's called the Spew. So, yeah, the Spew, I believe it is. CRKT Spew. It's a bigger version of the Minimalist, but it doesn't have the finger grooves, and it comes only in the Wharncliffe style, and it's got a 3-inch blade, I believe, at least a 3-inch blade. So if you want a bigger blade for that, then you may want to look towards the CRKT Spew. Also, to note, similar to the Minimalist and same styling, they also, I believe it's called a Caraman. It's basically a hawkbill style blade, same handle, like finger grooves and everything like that. But that's one other style of that. So pretty much, yeah, I mean, if you like this knife, check it out. Oh, warranty. Warranty's pretty dang good. So the sheath had cracked. I don't know if I have it right now on hand, but the sheath did crack with, I don't know how it cracked, but it did crack on me, and I wrote CRKT's warranty department, let them know, hey, it's cracked. I mean, the knife can possibly fall out because it was cracked right here on the reverse side. So it's pretty easy to put the knife in and take the knife out, but in the immediate, it wasn't like at risk of coming out with general wear. But I told them about that, and they said, okay. I just wrote an email to contact them, and then they said just contact warranty department. Went to the warranty request parts page, and just in the comments I said, hey, I emailed. They said come to you guys and request a sheath. My sheath was broken, and then I just clicked submit, and then like maybe a month later it got shipped out and I received it, and all I needed was a sheath, which is this sheath now. But they also sent me the belt clip and the cordage that you could wear it around your neck. So that's cool. I still have my original belt clip, so now I got like 3 of these. But I mean, that's still cool. Yeah, again, nothing really to say. It's great for the money. Go pick it up if you're interested in it. It's awesome. You're more than likely not going to be disappointed in it. If you don't like Chinese produced stuff, then you're going to have to skip on this one. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for stopping by, and have a good night, guys.